And in East St. George, we will continue to stand strong and to stand resolute with Labour. I have a lot of my family roots and connections here from various villages and communities. So I really want to see on election night a big victory in this constituency. And I look around right here right now and I see my family. So let us rally strong. I see that you had a good drive through, some whistle stops in the community today. And this is just an important milestone in the campaign. This is not the end of the race. The comrade already said, on your marks. He said, on your marks. And you know, after the man who started the race, say on your marks, it don't take really very long to get set enough. And just now, it's going to be the full go. And we will be up and down the highways and byways in this constituency with the message of Labour, with the message of the Unity Labour Party, because it is a message of upliftment for everyone in our country. It is a message of the reduction of poverty for people in this constituency. It is the message of prime. In fact, I wrote in a note today to the Minister of Finance recently that he is obviously the Minister of Prime. And if you put it another way, you might say he's the Prime Minister. All right, so keep up your good work in this constituency. East Kingston is with you 100%. I don't want you to think for a minute that it's just me from East Kingston. East Kingston have a big posse here. And I mean Bethel, you know Bethel big? but we have a big posse, and we enjoying the night, we enjoying the vibes, and we will celebrate election victory together in 2020. Comrades, good evening. Have a great session.
East Kingston, we voting Luke Brown. East Kingston, we supporting Luke Brown. East Kingston, we voting Luke Brown. East Kingston, we supporting Luke Brown. Well, you know election coming, and them going to get licks. People are no longer falling for the NDP kicks. SPG is doing well, even a blind man can tell. ULP is doing well, so anytime comrade ring the bell. East Kingston.
All right, comrades, all you think is joke. Come election 2020, Luke Brown is going to put a beating on the Brambla. Luke Brown is going to put a beating on the Brambla. We are not going to swim in no dolphin. We will not be paying to going into Kingston. And we ain't want no Madison Square Garden in St. Vincent. We got Heritage Square ready. We have Heritage Square and we had the Culture Pot Square here in East St. George. Tell them take the Madison Square Garden and carry it back where they get it from. We don't want no Madison Square Garden in St. Vincent. We will not be swimming with any dolphins here in St. Vincent. You ever swim a dolphin? Camilo, you ever swim a dolphin? You ever swim a dolphin? You ever swim a dolphin? No. You ever go and pay toll down the water? You go St. Lucia and pay toll? You go Grenada and pay toll? You go America and pay toll? You never pass a toll bridge in America. But I was in Canada. When I go Vancouver, there's a toll bridge. And I know exactly how to beat the toll. I know exactly how to beat the toll. So how he could come and tell me I have to pay $1 to go into town every time I pass Iron Hill? No, I never swim a dolphin. No, I will drive down Kingston. You good? Right. I will drive down Iron Hill Bay and go Kingston. I will come down. I will go Queens Drive and go over so and come down my Murray village. I pass in the toll. I will not be driving to Zion Hill. Oh, go around Cairngorm where Bruce live. And if you go around Cairngorm where Bruce live, you pass in Monty Roberts too.
Too far to turn back now. Too far to turn back now. We march with you and me.
Oh, comrades.
On to victory. Too far to turn.
Comrades, this is just a little lime tonight. This ain't no political party and no political rally. This is just a little lime. So what I'm going to do now, you want to know where Israel Bruce live? Look in the directory. A number there in the directory with your address. We say, Bruce live, Cairngorm. Oh, well, I never know. All they telling me now. So Bruce live Cairngorm and Warren South Central. Sabutu. South Central will stay the same. Ugly man playing domino. A humble citizen of St. Vincent and the Grenadines pass and say, ugly man playing domino. And the real ugly man get up and beat him. All you want a man like that to represent all you. Phil, where you going? You can't go nowhere, Phil. The tire soft. You can't go nowhere. Comrades, let me welcome to bring you brief remarks and to also welcome Camille Logan-Sav tonight. The fiery, that's how it is called she. The fiery lady of East St. George. Ladies and gentlemen, Comrade Rochelle Ford.
Put up your red rag. Hey, hey, lift SHG higher. Bambadi, bambadi. So let me see the red army. Hey, come shout for your party. Yes, we keeping them there. Progress is a must. Hey, and if you're voting Comrade, up. Yes, he's the 5-star general. Up. Hey, yeah, up. And if you're voting Booster, up. Hey, centrally one lifting him higher. We bad and we brave. You will be we sin. No other compare. You will be staying here. So let me brag on me comrade. Hey, Camille Logan-Sav. The man he deal with it brutal. 5-star hotel in Willan. We have no time for no comments when business.
Comrades of Labour, good night. Good night, comrades of Labour. Anybody from East Kingston in the house? Anybody from South Central in the house? Anybody from East St. George in the house? Let me hear you.
Me and my neighbor, voting for Labour. Me and my neighbor, voting for Labour. Show me your voting finger.
Let me see your voting finger. Get ready to vote.
Show me your voting
We're going
finger.
to 5 in a row. Let me see you. 5 in a row.
Me and my neighbor, voting for Labour. Voting for Labour. Me and my neighbor.
Comrades, tonight in East St. George, we were only having a little barbecue and an office lunch. But what it shows is that the people of Labour and the people of East St. George are ready for the 5 in a row.
Coming in stronger than ever. We're coming in stronger than ever.
Oh yes. And we're going for 5 in a row. Let me see. Every time I just like to see there's 5 in a row. 5. Comrades, thanks to technology, we are being heard in all the other constituencies and throughout St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And as we go for 5 in a row, and our comrade, Dr. the Honorable Ralph Gonsalves, who we love so much, he has said this is the last election that he will lead us into. And I am of the view, and I am seeing it daily, that we're going 5 in a row with all 15 seats in 2020.
Murder. I can't post nothing on Facebook.
say thank you better. And we have to do well. We have a team that we can be proud of. We have a team that we can send anywhere. We have a team of energy. We have a team of experience. We have a team of youth. And we have a team that is willing to work and carry St. Vincent forward for 5 in a row as we make sure that we lift St. Vincent higher and higher and higher.
5 straight, burn them with red. 5 straight, bury the dead. Them think we weary.
We heard speakers tonight who happened to just pass by to come to buy a barbecue. And on a whim, listen to how eloquently they speak. They tell you of the plans. They don't tell you anything about any dolphins swimming anywhere and trying to make a dolphin park and Madison this and Madison that. That is not what we want. And I know for sure that I always say when I speak on East Kingston's platform, that is my sister or my brother platform. So I know for sure East St. George is coming home. And East St. George will do what we must to ensure that East Kingston also comes home.
Lift FPG higher. NDP after this list, you must retire. Repeating them proper.
Listen, they cannot touch us. The 8 that we have are already secure. And we are climbing in our numbers. So I encourage you, make sure that you are registered. Make sure that those young persons who are turning 18 are also registered. Because it is only by voting that we will win. And as I talk about winning, and tonight look like we're having a victory celebration in East St. George already. Oh Lord, they tell me East St. George is the first seat we're coming home. They said the first seat we're coming home is East St. George.
Voting with vengeance this time. Political vengeance this time. We voting with vengeance.
And why shouldn't we come home first? We deserve to come home first. We brought home the largest numbers in the last election. We have a brilliant minister of finance. We have a hard-working minister. We have a creative thinker. We have somebody who loves the people. We have somebody who is known by the people. We have somebody who comes from among the people. We have somebody who anytime he passes, whether he walking, driving or on TV, we know him. This is not a just come. And this is somebody who has demonstrated that he will always do his best for the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines and of East St. George.
I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night.
If tonight will be a good night again, this is the start of very, very good and great things to come in East St. George. This is what our campaign will show. And tonight, it is my pleasure to introduce somebody who is no stranger to you, to introduce your own, to introduce our own, a man who has worked hard for this country, a man who is able to take St. Vincent forward with the rest of the team, a man who will mash them down so hard next election, people will go into the retirement that they thought they came out of. Because come 2020, whenever the bell is rung, we are going to take Camelo Gonzalez home bigger and stronger than ever. Comrades, I give you our own, our representative of East St. George, our friend, our brother, Camelo Gonzalez.
Stay with me. Stay with Labour. Stay with the ULP. Comrades and friends, lions and lionesses of the Unity Labour Party, warriors of Labour, my brothers and sisters of East St. George, Victory Party, good night.
We're not going to talk long because Luther is here to vibes up the place. And this is a celebration. But I want to thank you for coming out. And I want to say a few words about where we have been. Boy, I tell you, Luther, I go a thing the other day. And they play a song. And Luke saying, yes, straight out of East Kingston, Luther. I said, yeah. I said, this man is a East St. George man, true and true. I don't know what he's talking about. You know, interestingly, since I'm talking about Luke, I looked in the newspaper the other day. And I saw that my partner, resident of East St. George, Ivan O'Neill, was advertising for candidates. I don't know if all you saw it in the paper. So he had in the paper, the Green Party is looking for candidates. And he have the qualifications. You have to be 18 years old. You have to not be a criminal. You have to know how to talk English. I say, well, fine, that's basically everybody. Then the last category he had was have to be living in the country for the last 12 months. I say, but what is this? Fitz Bramble couldn't qualify to run for the Green Party?
I am the fireman, and I come with a fire plan to burn down all the hypocrites because that is the...
You really mean to tell me if Fitz did go by Ivan would have said, sorry, comrade, you ain't qualified because you ain't been in the country long enough. What a thing. I want to take you on a short walk around town so that we can see how East St. George has been transforming before your very eyes and you might not even notice. Walk across this little bridge with me and stand up right there by 4 Shells. 5 years ago, that was a dirt track heading down to the fish market. We paved that quietly. We ain't make no big deal about it. Walk a little bit along the playing field. You would remember that the fence was falling down 5 years ago, but we fixed it back up. Walk to the back. You will notice a restroom back there. There were no bathrooms there before. We put them there quietly. Look up in the sky. You will see bright floodlights shining down on the field. They did not exist 5 years ago. Carry yourself across to the hard court and understand that it was resurfaced once and will be resurfaced again. Make a right. No, don't make the right yet. Walk past the hard court. And remember that right there, they just had some trash skip and some old containers and nothing there. But all of a sudden is the construction site for Rainforest Seafood going to put $20 million in the hands of the fisher folk in just a few months' time. No, let me make the right. Let me make the right here, so. Right here in Glebe, a bridge coming across the river that never existed before. A little further up, river defense that never existed before. Walk to the Caliqua Anglican School. You see a brand new school being built that never existed before. Carry yourself up to the church. You see a temporary school there that never existed before. Walk a little bit up Golden Vale. You'll remember when the road fell away during the storm. We built it back. We ain't make no big noise about that. Reach up to Chappins. You'll see a brand new hard court there that we're going to open in a few days. Everywhere you go in this constituency, you will see development. Look behind me back, up the hill, you will see the Royal Mill Hotel being built. One of the largest, most expensive hotels in the history of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Walk over there, you see a brand new Coast Guard vessel and an extended Coast Guard board. Everywhere you look in the constituency, you will see change. You will see development. You will see progress. If we go down to Prospect and Junction, you will see the Myers Place Hotel. If you pass over the constituency into Diamond, you will see the track and the Holiday Inn Express about to start. If you go up to Glen, you will see that the hard court was resurfaced. You will see that steps were built alongside the school. Everywhere you go in the constituency, you will see change and you will see development. And what we haven't gotten to yet, we will get to. Believe you me.
And I'm far from finished, and I can't believe it, no.
The constituency of East St. George is the largest constituency in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. It is also the constituency that is home to the first tongue you will pass when you leave the Argyle International Airport. And we have used our size and we have used our location to catapult East St. George to the head of development anywhere in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We want to make sure that this constituency is the best place to work, the best place to live, and the best place to raise a family anywhere in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And we're getting there. I want to say something to everybody who was on the whistle stop with me today. And I want to thank everybody involved. I want to thank Sister Rochelle. I want to thank Chanel. I want to thank Luther. I want to thank Audrey. I want to thank Moms. I want to thank the youth. Everybody who was involved. I want to thank you because it was a wonderful event. And the vibes were positive all throughout the trip. But I want to say something to you. None of this means anything unless you vote. None of this means anything unless you vote. Sometimes you hear somebody say, man, I ain't sure if I'm going to vote. I don't feel to vote. Now is not the time for that. Now is not the time for that. Voting is not like you miss church this Sunday and you go next Sunday. Voting comes once every 5 years. If you live long, you might vote 10 times in your whole life. You can't waste your vote. And this time, we have an important decision to make. Do you want to go backwards or do you want to go forward?
Never lost my way.
We not lose the way.
When I reach out the crossroad. Never lost my way. Never see the hype and get
We're not going to get confused.
Never lost my way. Never turn fool when I reach
They can't
out the
turn me into no fool at the crossroads.
my way. Never see the hype and get confused.
You see, the New Democratic Party is out of ideas, they're out of energy, and they're out of touch with the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. When they say lock down the whole country for COVID, it's because they don't understand how people make a living in this country. When they say close all the schools for the whole year, don't have common entrance, don't have CPA, don't have anything, it's because, well, all of them too old to have 11-year-old and 10-year-old children. They forget what it means to go and take that exam, and based on how you do, you decide which school you go to. Because they're accustomed to hook up on friend business, when education was not a right, but a privilege.
Them no inna my leg, no inna my leg. Them I put a little bit of money and weed no reach somewhere. And that's them.
But this party is a party that remains energetic, that remains bristling with ideas, and that remains in touch and in communion with the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We love you, and we show it every day in all of our policies and actions. When the NDP was busy trying to decide whether they wanted to lock up St. Vincent, open St. Vincent, let in the ship workers, lock out the ship workers, Sabuto was coming up with something called the Love Box to make sure people who are struggling got some food in their hand. When they were worrying about whether or not they have community outbreak in Greg's and where you should lock down Greg's and where you should do, Luke was building an isolation center and bringing Cubans into the country to take care of us in our time of need. When they're carrying on with confusion, we are thinking about how to develop St. Vincent and the Grenadines and lift SVG higher. Understand that?
We not going under. I'll get on you, get your money longer. Ready, break pocket now.
So now is not a time to let go what you have for a man who say you want a chance. This is not lotto. And now is not the time to give away the youth and the energy and the experience of the ULP for a party that is the oldest inexperienced party in the history of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Normally, if you have an elderly fella in your party or an elderly lady, they bring in experience. They bring in wisdom. They've been there before. They can show you the way. But they have some old people in their party who ain't got no experience. They have some 70-year-old people who never been in government a day in their life. So they ain't bringing experience. They're inexperienced, but they also ain't got no energy. Where they going? Where they going? This party is a party of youth, a party of experience, a party of wisdom, a party of energy, a party of ideas, and a party of love. That is what we're about. We love the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and we love the people of East St. George. I have printed a little booklet listing all, well, not all, but some of the things that we have done just over the last 5 years. I didn't print something talking about what we did 20 years ago. The last 5 years and what it is we plan to do. And all of us, from top to bottom, left to right, have plans, concrete plans for this constituency and this country. Understand that the Unity Labour Party loves you. Understand that the Unity Labour Party wants you to fly high. Understand that we are not here to benefit ourselves. We're not here to beat our chests. We're not here to make our money. We're not here to get back at somebody who do something. We are here because we love you. We are the party of choice in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And this election, we have to send a special message to Friday and his crew. The first thing you have to send the message to say, the politics of commerce and nastiness and bad mind and backbiting is not anywhere going to work in St. Vincent and the Grenadines again. So don't try it. And the second thing we're going to say, the second message is to the man called Ralph Gonsalves. The message we're going to send him in his final campaign is thank you. We're going to say thank you for doing all of the work you have done to develop St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And if we thanking the comrade, we can't thank him with a one-seat majority in the next election. We have to thank him with 13 and 14 and 15 seats in the next election. So we're saying goodbye to Friday, goodbye to negativity, goodbye to no ideas, goodbye to pull down, goodbye to backbitedness. And we're going to say, welcome to positive vibrations. Welcome to love. Goodbye to the haters. Goodbye. You think it easy? You think it easy when a fella in opposition for 20 years and he drive down this road today and see the whole of East St. George stand up under the shed? If you want to see how the other side doing before you go home, pass through Calico, you go see 3 or 4 people there. But understand this. We have the opportunity this time to set our country on a path forward, to accelerate the process of change and to lift St. Vincent and the Grenadines higher. The comrade put you on the marks. And very soon, you're going to see the comrade with one of these in his hands. And the comrade is going to do this. And I don't want to hear that you're grumbling, or that you don't have your ID card, or that you ain't sure if you're going to vote. I want you to line up with Labour and fight for your party and defend your comrades and take us all the way to victory. 5 in a row. 5 in a row. 5 in a row for Labour. We did it in 2001. In 2005, in 2010, in 2015, and we're going to do it again in 2020. Labour no! Labour no! Labour no! Let us vote and win with Labour in 2020. Thank you very much, and all enjoy yourself tonight.
All right, comrades, all you hear that? Vote for Camelo. Vote for Saboto. vote for Luke, and stay with Labour. Because let me tell you something. You see the 8 that we have, they can't touch that. And when it comes to East Kingston will be moving into Labour. Somebody say Labour. When it comes to North Leeward, it moving in with Labour. Say Labour. When it comes to South Leeward, it moving into Labour. Because you see when Minnie done with the nature boy have no nature. Nature boy don't have no nature. And you see when we move inside the central, and so they done with the man what they call some kind of what? What they call the man in central? What they call the man in central again? The major. He ain't got no flat. Not even a major he will be. He will go straight back down to a constable. Say Labour. Say Labour. Say Labour. Ah, boy, I tell you, the kids are saying Labour. You see right now? Let me check off this mic out for this thing here, so. Let me move this mic here, so. Because all you know what time it is. Comrades, all you know what time it is, right? You need to behave yourself. You need to behave yourself. Comrades, right now, we're going to introduce to you. If all you sit down, all you need to get up. If you have on a high heel, all you need to just take it off. If you have on a shoes that burn in your foot, take it off. Because, comrades, right now, we're going to introduce to you the man who say we're going to dance like the comrade. When you dance like the comrade, you do everything and say everything the comrade's supposed to say. Right now, he ain't asking the comrade nothing else but one thing. Ladies and gentlemen, East St. George, welcome here to entertain you tonight. The crowd motivator out of East St. George. East Kingston want to take him over. But hey, he's a man of East St. George. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome the crowd motivator, Luther.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Hey! All you stand up, the man, all you get up here. I have a song to send the NDP. Everybody, Labour on the blood, Labour on the soul. Oh! Hold on.
Please, all you see when Luther come on, all you could dance on this side, all you could dance on this side is so. Those stand up in front of the camera. We're going live on Facebook.
Don't stand up in front of the camera. You could come here, you could come there. Run the thing, now, man. Hey! Are you ready? I want to see 5 fingers in the air. Hey, I have a song to send the NDP. Here we go. Hey, tell them Labour on the blood. Labour on the soul. Don't give me what I don't care. Everybody, ring the bell, and we send them. Say, comrade, ring the bell, and we send them. Hey! Oh, ring the bell. I want everybody jump up and up. I want all you jump up and let me go. What? Let me jump and say bye them. Whoa! Let me walk the man away. Nose, the other control this man here for me and a nose. Hey, let me go. Hey! Party time, you know. All you get up. Hey, I have a song to send the ND. Tell them Labour all the way, Labour all the way. Don't give me what I don't get. Sure, say, oh, ring the bell, let we send them. Comrade, ring the bell, let we send them. Oh, say, ring the bell, let we send them. I want all your jump. I want all your jump and put your 5 fingers in the air. Let me jump and say 5 in a row. 5 in a row. 5 in a row. They want to know how people of Luther, so 5 in a row. Hey, 5 in a row. 5 in a row. Nobody. Boy, there's breaking news. Say breaking news. Extension say the NDP they going to refuse. Oh, breaking news. Say, oh, I want you to ring the bell. Let me see. 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, ring the bell, ring the bell. Let me send them. Oh, loop it, loop it, loop it. Loop it. Loop it. Watch me. I want, hey, you're blocking the camera. Watch me. All you see bacchanal? All you see bacchanal? Listen to me. Watch me. Anybody here who's supporting Camelo, I want to see 5 fingers in the air. I want to see 5 fingers in the air. Right. Take it down, take it down, take it down, take it down, take it down. That was one hand. Play the music. Loop it, loop it, loop it, loop it. Watch. Now, I want to see 2 hands in the air. Show them 2 hands in the air. Everybody who's supporting Camelo, put 2 hands in the air. I want a 1 jump, you know. You could give me a 1 jump? Eminem, say this. Or give me a clearance. Give me a clearance. Go back, so. Go back, so. Come. Come now. Nose. Yeah, come on, Joshi. Hear this. Hear this, eh? You see Camelo. Hear this. East St. George going to give them a low blow because we voted with our vengeance for Camelo. And this time, we're not easing up no time. Camelo is going to win East St. George, take a line. Oh, ring the bell, run the track now, man. Oh, ring the, hey, put your hand in the air. Let's go. Blood, labor, holy me. Talk if you want, everybody. Oh, ring the bell, let me send them. Hey, oh, ring the bell, let me send them. Say, oh, ring the bell. I want all your jump. 1, 2, 1. Everybody say 5 in a row. 5 in a row. 5 in a row. They want to know how we love Camelo, so 5 in a row. 5 in a row. Hey, I want all you sing. Sing, hear this. Oh, breaking news. What's it? Breaking news. Oh, in session say the NDP they going to Lamon. Oh, breaking news. Yeah, tell them breaking news. Hey, say us going to put some licks on everybody. Oh, ring the bell, let me send them home. Oh, I'm going. Oh, ring the bell, let me send them home. Julian, ring the bell, let me send them home.
All the thing we done with Luther. All the thing we done with Luther. Hold out to that one then. All right. East St. George say labor. We ain't done with Luther, no. Because you see right now, I want to see all my dancers in here tonight. If your belly big, your belly bang, or you have 6-pack. Dance like the comrade.
With the dancers. All you come, let me dance. All you come. Let me dancers. Hey, I say somebody show me a red flag. Show some labor love for the every labor man and every labor woman. Say, I'm a dopey. And me go so now. Watch. So just show me your moms. Hey, let me see who vote in labor. Everybody show 5 finger. If Camelo is the right man, wave your red rock for the red man. Friday, I'm not ready yet. Just like the letter ever ready get. If you think NDP done bad, I say everybody dance like the comrade. Hold on. Who me dancers? All you watch me. When I reach the part where I say everybody dance like the comrade, we going so, right? And everybody so, right? I don't want nobody going so. We going so. All you watch me and then we coming back so. All right? Come dancers. Come. Run it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Somebody show me a red rag.
Now somebody show me a show some labor.
For the comrade.
Every labor man and every labor woman say, I'm a duppy. And me go so now come meet. So just show me a red, let me hot up the head now. Let me see who vote in labor. Everybody show 5 finger. If Camelo is the right man, wave your red rock for the red man. Friday, him not ready yet. Just like the dead ever ready get. If you think we're going so, on 4. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Come right. Come right. Go back so, go back so. Everybody wave up your red rock. Red rock. Hey. Red rock. Hey. Oh, yes, stay right here. Stay right here. Stay right here. Benedict sit to him to their slack. Man not be jump and man back. They encouraging slackness. I want to talk same-sex marriages. The whole of them local. They want to put airport pan Bali so. If you we going so, we going so. 1, 2, 3. Let me go so now. Come right. Come right. We going back so. We going back so. Let's go. Red rock. Red rock. Pull it, pull it, pull it, pull it, pull it. Wow. M&M's. Pull it. Pull it. 5 in a row. 5 in a row. We're going to take one more jump up before we go. But watch me. Hold on. Now, we coming out. Don't block the car. Yeah, you see you? You're back and all woman, no? You know, I know. The man say I know start. Whole day. Hold on. For the entire day, I was up and down the country shooting the balance of the video that sent the whole NDP mad. I was shooting the balance of the video where they see me in the graveyard and say, looters are oh, be a man and he walking H grab and watch what. You know what? They're afraid of the power of the music. I have the power of the music. So watch me. This is what they're afraid of. M&M's. Study me, no man knows. Let the man walk. Play. Let's go. This is what they're afraid of. Say, run it. Say, I have a song to say the NDP. Everybody, let's go labor holy. Labor holy. Talk if you want. 1, 2, say, ring the bell, let me send them. Come on, ring the bell, let me send them. Say, ring the bell, let me send them. Say, Julian, ring the. Everybody, 1, 2, let me jump and say 5 in a row. 5 in a row. 5 in a row. They want to know how we love Camelo, so 5 in a row. 5 in a row. Hey, 5 in a row. La Bonne. Oh, breaking news. Tell them. Breaking news. Say, the session said the NDP, they will go refuse. Oh, breaking news. I want everybody start to jump. I want all you start to jump. 1, 2, she said, ring the bell, let me send them. Say, comrade, ring the bell, let me send them. Oh, ring the bell, let me send them. Say, Julian, ring the bell. Watch me. Let me jump and say 5 in a row. 5 in a row. 5 in a row. They want to know how we love Camelo, so. Say, done. Say, done. I gone. I love you.
It's Bramble.
But Lou Brown want to make him run and start to scramble. They must be think politics is like casino gamble. Ring the bell.
Let me tell all you something. Comrades, I want all to put 5 fingers in the air. 5 fingers in the air right now. I want you to put 5 fingers in the air. If you love labor, put 5 fingers in the air. You love ULP, put 5 fingers in the air. You love Camelo, put 5 fingers in the air. All you see right now, M&M, big up yourself, my brother. Eminem did it. Eminem did the part of the speaking. I can't ring the bell. I'm not the comrade. I am not the comrade. Rochelle, big up yourself, my comrade. You see right now, all the speech is out of the way. The speech is out of the way. The body over there. It's cold, it's nice. We still have a few barbecues leave, all right? Rochelle, a few barbecues leave still, right? A little bit of barbecues leave. Who? King? I don't understand. Oh, Curtis, stay here too. Curtis. Where Curtis stay? Curtis, come here. Come here, Curtis. Curtis King is here. The man who's going to put a whooping on the woman who they say, boy, I ain't going to say nothing. Curtis, I just want people, this is Comrade Curtis King. Curtis, I'm giving you 2 minutes. All right, because you see out there, the people are ready to party. I'm giving you 2 minutes to just bring greetings from West St. George. You're the neighbor, East St. George. You're the neighbor. 2 minutes. All right, 2 minutes.
Comrades of labor, I'm not hearing you. Comrades of labor. Good night, comrades and friends. I'm very happy to see you out here. You know, we're on the political hustle. So all day, and I see one of my sister comrades here, we were on the hustle. But I couldn't miss here because I have to come here to endorse our comrade Camelo. Because we recognize that this set of elections coming up in 2020, whenever it is, are very important. Very important, enough for you to go out there and make sure you cast your X. Don't stay at home, because we cannot allow the NDP to get in. And you really shouldn't be talking about NDP, you know, because they have already surrendered. And let me tell you, Kebaka said that the NDP policies have failed Vincent Chan people. Don't forget that. And in case you think she had made a mistake, the one from down north, Leeward Patel Matthews, he said to you, in no uncertain terms, you must vote the ULP overwhelmingly. And if you think you had heard all, what do you want named Ben? Well, he Ben in truth. Ben said that don't vote Friday, you know, because Friday going to create unemployment. And as if that ain't enough, the new fella who just come back, who say he running in Mespo, you know what he said? He said the youth them ain't see no unemployment. He ain't see no unemployment among young people. So if NDP officials telling you that, where the heavens you going to vote them for? It says you have to go out there and vote who? Who you going to vote for? Nah, that song to that. Who you going to vote for? We must vote for Labour. If you want progress, then you have to vote for Labour. This is not a time for backwardness. We vote in Labour. We will have time to talk. Don't forget, next week, West St. George will be having their whistle stop. So, see you back then. But let me leave you tonight by saying, Comrade Camelo is safe. And we want you to go out early and ensure that he is safe. So let me hear you again. Labour! 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 All right, man, enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself.
Somebody say, ring the bell, where we send them home. Ring the bell, where we send them. Comrade and friends. Oh God, all the things Curtis catch up. Our. Jesus, please. This is Bacchanal here tonight, boy. This is real Bacchanal. Curtis, pick up yourself. You know, it's a woman. But let me tell you something. When it comes politically, I want you hold shit. I want you bend you over. And you hear man say, whoop, whoop. Is the kind of lick she get in? Is the kind of lick she get in? A whoop, whoop in West St. George. Comrades and friends, give it up for who? Wait now. Central Kingston is in the house. Somebody say Central Kingston. Dominic. Sir Dominic. Sir Dominic. Oh God. When I say we go and party, we can't party because the representative didn't come in too fast. Central Kingston is here. Ladies and gentlemen, comrades and friends, welcome the man who's going to put a beating, a good proper beating on the major. Somebody say, Sir Dominic. Say, Sir Dominic. Come out the camera there, look the camera there, look the camera there. You know, I give you 2 minutes because Sabutu talk already, Camilo talk, Bergen talk, Rochelle talk, Audrey talk to her, and then Curtis just come and talk. I give you 2 minutes. 2 minutes to just bring greetings. Comrades and friends, the man from Central Kingston. The man from Central Kingston. Labor.
I must say a pleasant good night from Central Kingston. We are here to support Camilo Gonsalves for a second term in Parliament. You know, in Central Kingston, we say development is a must. You have nobody on the other side who could speak about development, progress, or even a plan as to how we will get moving forward. We cannot afford to make the mistake and move labor. Otherwise, we will move back to the 1990s when nothing happened. Progress requires persons who understand how to make things happen. Camilo is such a person who could make everything happen, make the impossible possible. Listen, if you think you have already seen progress, I am going to say to you, we just a start. We're moving forward stronger than ever. Listen, 2020 is not a year to make mistakes. As we can see, the world is in a crisis. It seems like the only place that have any sort of action, life, and liberty is St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And the only reason that is the case is because of labor. While everybody else say shut down, lock down, close down, we say we can only move forward by being together and having everything open, but establishing protocols to make things work and work better for all. Development just starts. Progress just starts. We are not going to halt. We are not going to retreat. We are not going to surrender who want to send up white flag, that's good for them. But we send up our red flags because red is life. Red is progress. Red is development. 2020, I say, labor forever. 5 straight. Thank you.
Money I'm gonna make this year. I'm gonna win this year. And if you're not in progress, don't come around here. I'm so
Alena, we heard from Sabuto. We heard from Luke. We heard from Camilo. We heard from Rochelle. We heard from Sister Audrey. We heard from Curtis. And we heard from the man who's gonna take Central Kingston. Anybody here from Central Kingston? Anybody here from Central Kingston who called this man Sir Dominic? Respect to this man. This is the man who's gonna take Central Kingston. This is the man who's gonna beat the major. Right now, Eminem come off. Eminem say he do it chuck. Eminem say he tired. Eminem say he got work 7 o'clock in the morning. So he go home and take a little rest. We want a little party still now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We have ligaments. Chemical X came through before. But you see right now, comrades, me, my part done. I go in party and leave ligaments and Mr. Bling. You see right now, before I leave, I want ligaments to just give me one little jump. One little jump when me comrades them. One little jump. One little jump. Okay, when me comrades them not from East St. George. When me comrades from East St. George.
Okay then.
Me comrades them.
I have a.
All right. I go on now. I go on.
Boy, I have a song to send the NDP man.
Yeah.
If you want, I don't care, cause labor in control. Ring the bell, let we send them home. Comrade, ring the bell, let we send them home. Oh, ring the bell, let we send them home. Julian, ring the bell, let we send them home.
All right. You know, comrades, next weekend is the weekend for the comrade. We're going to have the whistle stop and the drive-through for the comrade in North Central Windward. Come next week, Saturday. If all you want to see how to do a drive-through, all you need to come to North Central Windward next week. Next week, Saturday, we're going to be doing the drive-through in North Central Windward. I'm telling all you know. So if all you want to see the drive-through and know how to do a drive-through, come to North Central Windward next week, Saturday. Let me go.
Ring the bell, let we send them home. Oh, ring the bell, let we send them home. Julian, ring the bell, let we send them home. Let me jump and say 5 in a row. 5 in a row. 5 in a row. They want to know how people love comrades, so 5 in a row.
5 in a row.
5 in a row.
Thank you very much, Declan.
Whoa.
East St. George.
The NDP say like that in
It's time for us to party now, right?
they said Canada.
We went North Windward last night and I could tell you about it was epic last night.
One man start to scrap.
I tell you.
They must be thinking
And it's your turn.
casino gamble. Ring the bell, let we send them home. Comrade, ring the bell, let we send them home. Oh, ring the bell, let we send them home. Julian, ring the bell, let we send them home. Let me jump and say 5 in a row. 5 in a row. So when I dead, put jab on me tombstone. Man, when I dead, put jab on me tombstone. What man? I'm telling you, black blood in me vein, black blood in me vein, black blood in me vein. Mass we going insane. Black blood in me vein.
Again.
Black blood in me vein, black blood in me vein. Jab we going insane. Cause me mother was a jab woman, and she pick up a jab man. He give us some jab
I don't know why the NDPP.
was born. Right
I don't know why NDP confusing the voters, so boys. They're moving from yellow to white.
That's why I
Sometimes the supporters are asking, why did I do this? Where did I go wrong? Play the next one. They have said themselves where they go wrong. I tell you, here we go.
When I say I'm fed up with heart.
The supporters saying where they go wrong, boy. In the first place, they went wrong when they voted NDP. That's it.
When I say I'm
That's it.
with heart. All you feel is joke I'm making.
I tell
I
you.
don't want to hate on love.
Okay then.
But sometimes I keep debating. She say she only lover, she only friend. We make a wish, I eat with pen. I sleep and I had a dream. Wake up and I make a vow. Soon as everything complete, we saw one now. What I do wrong again, lad? Tell me what I do wrong again. People calling me name, lad.
You vote NDP. That's why you went wrong.
Hard again.
And they say ULP supporters. You see the next one? Let me dance on them, right? Here we go. Let's get up and party now, man.
Passport stamp, cross customs, straight off the jumbo jet. Hey, straight off the jumbo jet. Hey, straight off the jumbo jet. Hey, straight off the jumbo jet.
Watch how we partying tonight.
Straight in the flip, straight off the jumbo jet.
East and George, good night.
The jumbo jet.
DJ Blink, DJ Ligament.
Jumbo jet. Hey, straight off the plane. Flat tonight and wine like rain. We come to party straight off the plane.